All right, y'all. I'm back with episode 3. Well, welcome back to Keep It Lit and Legit. I'm with my special fucking guest, my partner, my new
Yep,
partner, Lil
yep.
Pappy. You already motherfucking
Keep
know. Let's
going,
get
keep
active.
going.
Hey, hey,
Let's
hey.
go. How's
Guys,
it going, everybody?
first of all, what I would like to say is I seen you posted yourself and I know you weren't like really much of an internet person at the time. So who or what gave you the confidence to be like, man, I'm gonna post myself again? Guys, you don't understand. This man, he's like me. He's not really internet. He doesn't care about like basically posting himself. Like how I feel too about sometimes I have to do it, but I gotta do what I gotta do. It's my brand. So what made you like want to do that? Like who told you like, man, you should start posting again and what? Like what gave you that? Like who you know what I mean? I'm just fucking struggling here, bro.
I get you. I got you. So it was something that I've always been having on my mind since like a while ago when I was attempting to do different type of content creation, different
Yeah.
type of stuff, and I was never able to really have the confidence to want to post again
Okay.
because I was like, I don't feel at my best,
Yeah.
but who gives a shit to be honest? And then talking to you a bit more, and then realizing, we kind of have something in common where we both aren't, the most, oh, let me put myself out there on the internet
Yeah,
type of
like on
people.
some
But
TikTok or shit like nah.
yeah, but I was like, you know what? He could do it. I could do it too. Let's get it. And then we succeed together. We got it. And
Right.
boom. I,
Yep.
I was like, let me post it and let's see how it goes.
Bro, when I seen you post that, I was like, holy shit, it's the guy. Yeah, it's the guy. It's the man. It's Lil Pappy right there, guys. Like, shit. Like, that shit was so good to see. I felt so good seeing you post yourself. I was like, yes, there you go. The confidence is key. You get what I'm saying? And if I got it, then the nigga next to me is going to get it. Everybody gonna get it. Like,
Yeah.
I want to have good mental, spiritual people around me that are going to boost me up when I'm feeling like that myself. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they do what I done for them, not even me, but it's like a community service. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to help people out and like fuck with them more, see what I see that they don't see and just kind of point out the obvious like, bro, like why are you not taking this serious or why are you not posting yourself? And me all talking shit like if I post myself every day and I don't and I don't. I don't make no promo
Yeah.
videos. I don't do no skits,
You
nothing.
you always got to start somewhere, right? And
Yeah.
for me, starting somewhere is I'm trying to build my own confidence because if you ain't confident in yourself, who's gonna be confident on you? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Who's
literally.
gonna who's gonna believe in you? If who's gonna believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? So for me, even if I get hate comments, even if all of you, you
Fuck
know,
y'all. Yeah, fuck
even
y'all.
even if you guys come to my comment section, I'll find y'all. All right, I'll know where you live.
Oh my
Trust.
god. Yeah, he's my friend for real. Don't fuck with him though. But nah, listen. So I did hear from a quote unquote source. I heard you went on a trip. How was that?
Yeah. I went on a trip for around 2 days with my girlfriend down by almost near Mexico, let's say, around a random part of a desert for a light show. If you guys didn't know, any Californians, anyone around here would know there was a light show, around here in South Cali, and
SoCal, yeah.
we went and try to have some fun and pretty much make my girlfriend's dream come true because it's something she's always wanted to do as a little girl. Some of
Oh.
you might know the movie Tangled with
Oh.
Rapunzel with that one girl with the long hair,
The
and
one girl with the long hair.
yeah. So it's something she's always wanted to do as a little girl. Throw those lanterns in the sky, and see just how beautiful it is. We have this page, on Instagram that has both of us, me and her, so she'll post those pictures on there. But yeah, it was beautiful. It was tons of fun. We got to see, some other underrated artists, learn off them and gather and see how beautiful life is, beyond
Yeah.
age. screen or a phone or a TV.
Yeah, no, and it's very important, guys, to take some time off your phone, take some time off the screen, the video games, and just go touch some fucking grass, bro. Go look at the sky and be like, thank you, universe, or thank you, God, like, thank you for giving me oxygen. Thank you for giving me this house, like, and if you're not a people person like me and you don't really like going out, you're an introvert. I get that. That's understandable. But, like also just try to do something for a change, at least a little bit in your circle area around your house. If you have a gate, do something in there, you know, read a book outside, do something, That's all I got to
Play
say.
some sports.
Play some
I gotta say,
sports.
yeah.
All right, guys. Also, I got a word that today is Veterans Day. So, shout out to all my fellow soldiers out there, all the veterans out there. Thank you for risking your life and, serving for our country. Thank you so much. God bless you and your
We
family.
we wouldn't be here without you.
Exactly. So guys, honestly, this podcast might be a little short, but it's fuck it though. It's okay. We got something planned for tomorrow and like we'll just see what you guys think about it. But also, what are some movies that you're into, like Pappy? Like, what do you watch on Netflix or anything like that? Like, do you guys watch movies together, you and your girl, or no?
We do sometimes. Her taste in like movies is more you could say like Nickelodeon type. So for me, it's not really my cup of tea. Growing up, I didn't have cable
Yeah,
TV, so
yeah.
I had to watch more local TV networks. I was more into, you could say, like, oh fuck, I'm stuck.
It's okay. You're
What am I?
into
What am I into? I don't watch shit, to be honest. Let me
yes,
see.
man. That's all you had to say, man. All right. So
Yeah.
she's more into the 2000 shit. I'm like that too. When like how I used to be, not no more. But I'm more about like action movies, like horror. I'm like really into horror right now. Some other
All
stuff. I just really try
right.
to, just watch different things.
Yeah. So there's not that many breaks. Let's run it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
not literally though. What are your thoughts on some YouTubers today? Like versus what we grew up watching to now. Like what do you think? Do you still watch back like what you used to watch? Like
To be honest, I do watch more of the older videos than I do more of the more recent videos. I grew up watching KSI,
oh, okay.
and yeah, I grew up watching KSI since like 2013. He was my entire childhood, and up until recently, I've kind of been more focused on watching, say, just the old stuff, reminiscing about the past.
Yeah.
I like to watch old uh just old let's plays of games that I really find fond.
Mhm.
I grew up playing Pokemon a lot as a little kid, so I
Did you ever
sometimes
play
go.
Pokemon Go or no?
Yeah, when that was like a huge trend back in what, 2016,
Yeah.
2015.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was addicted to that game, and the news just made it seem like the game was all dangerous. But if you're not stupid and you don't have the phone glued to your head, then I'm sure you'll be fine walking out.
Dude, do you remember? Oh well. Meanwhile, that guy's mine is I grew up watching Phase like back in like
Oh,
2013,
Fade.
14, 15, 16. I really fell in love more with Rug. I felt like he was like really underrated
Yeah,
at the time, and
I
because
used
of
to watch
him,
Face Rug.
yeah, like because of him, I used to make my own little clan name. It was Fuse. So stupid, but it was Fuse. And
And
I was like the leader. That we had some couple like other kids in it and stuff, and it was cool as fuck. Like
yeah, I remember old Phase Rug, like really, like let's say 2013, not 2013, probably like 2015 Phase Rug, where he would prank his parents. I
yeah,
remember he once pranked his mom, if I'm not wrong,
dude. Do you
uh,
remember? Do you remember the whole
like
scandal
having weed or
between?
something.
Do you remember the whole scandal between him and Broatis? Like how they had that huge ass fight. Do you remember that or no?
I tried to remember. I don't think I remember now.
Bro, that shit was fucking crazy. Like that was like drama before drama pages started really coming out, like the shade room and shit. That shit was crazy. What was your favorite memory that you have as a child when you first or you've always dressed up as your favorite character, and what were you as the costume? Like who were you? You get what I mean?
Yeah, so as a kid, I never really celebrated Halloween. It was more to do with, say, in school. I do remember once, probably like I was 7 years old. Everyone was wearing the screen mask. Everyone. So, my mom was like, "Hey, you know what? Screw it." She got a little, $10 screen mask from, I guess that a Halloween store. And
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "Here, wear this." And then I went out trick or treating, and I saw someone that was dressed exactly like me. And then we just, we started dancing together. It was just dancing,
So
and
you were
then we just
Ghostface
moved on.
too. That's the latest fuck.
Yeah, yeah, like it was nice. But then after that, I just, I didn't really like Halloween. Just wasn't for me up until I met my girlfriend. Um, let's say 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We were celebrating Halloween. We went out trick or treating, and we were probably like the oldest people trick or treating because I guess
I've seen
nowadays
older,
not that.
man. I've seen older.
Yeah, I guess around here, we didn't really see that many people our age trick or treating. So she was, I think she was a fairy or an angel or something like that, and I was Darth Vader. If you guys are Star Wars fans,
Mm-hmm.
you
You know who
already
that
know.
is. Yeah, you know who that is.
Hell
That's the
yeah.
leader. Hello.
And even if you're not, Darth Vader is an iconic character, and I was Darth Vader, and I crossed the house. Right, I was walking towards a house. I went to like I think across the street, and there was some a family, just walking by trick or treating, and it's pretty funny because I was just walking by with my lightsaber, all happy,
Yeah.
and then a kid next to me is like, "Since when does Darth Vader eat so much?" And then I just looked down at him. I'm like, I'm like, "Damn!" And then I just kept walking on with my day. It just got on my head. I'm like, "Damn!" Darth Vader has been on the food court for too long.
Damn, that's fucked up, bro. These kids be ruthless. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, kids tell you the truth and only the truth, and that kind of was an eye opener for me. It's like,
Oh my
damn,
god.
I'm a slob. I gotta lose weight. I gotta lose
Shit.
weight. And
Well,
lo
what
and
about
behold,
me,
we on a
man?
diet now.
Fuck, I got called the burnt Chucky, and you over here getting called the overweight fucking goddamn
Darth
Darth
Vader.
Vader.
I'm
Like,
a fat
sheesh.
Darth Vader.
Nah, but who cares? They probably grew up immature too. Honestly, me personally, like I've always, like I said, I have like really good costumes. I would always pick the best characters, but like honestly, my best memory was we lived in my old apartment complex, and dude, we used to smoke it the fuck out. Like literally through the hallway, it would be like smoky, so the kids would come, and I would scare them in my Pennywise costume, because I made the mask and everything besides the costume, obviously, but I made the mask, made sure it looked accurate, everything. So, and I used to make kids fucking cry. I was skinny as fuck, tall as fuck, so it just went perfectly. And that's like my favorite memory. I love to scare kids, but me now, like recently when I dressed up as Ghostface, and like people were tripping out on my costume, like what the fuck, I can't see his eyes. Like there was a baby Ghostface dude, and I was so in love with the baby Ghostface dude. He was so fucking cute, bro. Like seeing kids with adult costumes that are for horror movies is so fucking adorable. Am I wrong? Like they look so cute. And at first he was so scared, and I was like, fucking, I'm a break character. I was trying not to talk, but I was like, nah, he's gonna cry. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, hey, can I take a picture? And then he goes, I can't see, I can't see. And I was fucking dying, like literally smiling and all. And the parents were like, yeah, come on, like come out here, like let's take a picture. Oh my god, this is so cute. And then my mom is over here fucking hyping it up. She's like, yeah, he's famous on Instagram. And I'm like, bruh, oh my god, I ain't nobody, y'all. But and it was such a cute moment because every time he saw me, he literally ran up and gave me a hug. Like the first time he didn't he was hesitant, but he was cool. I taught him how to like hold his knife correctly, so it looked more scarier a little bit. And then he saw me again, he ran to me and gave me a hug. We did another picture, and then my neighbor was Ghostface, so it was like a mom and son. It was so cute too. That was fucking dope. And we all took a picture together. It was baby Ghostface, like middle child Ghostface, and then it was like the mom. It was so cute. It looked so cool. I was like, fuck yeah. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. But I feel like for next year, watch out, man, because I'm coming in hot again. I'm gonna do something different. Do a little something different. I might make a little something. Who knows? You know. That was my favorite memory. Real recently, literally just happened last month, and yeah, shit, it's crazy too. Yeah. So Pappy, do you plan on releasing any music soon or no?
Ooh, I got put on the spot just now. All right,
Yep.
so
Yep.
with when it comes to music, I gotta make sure everything's perfect because I can't just release something that isn't ready.
Yeah.
I
Be
don't wanna
you.
disappoint the people.
Yeah. You don't want it to feel
So
rushed. Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to feel rushed. I want it to be absolutely perfect, and especially since it's gonna be my first single.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be something that I take my time with. I don't want to take too much time. I want to make just take a right amount of time where I can, properly make sure everything just comes out perfectly and hopefully everyone enjoys.
Yeah. So do you feel like are you gonna start writing soon or you're just like
Oh,
waiting?
we already started. We've already started. I'm telling you. The work is in progress. I'll say that much. We've
Okay. Okay,
put
okay.
pen to paper. We're already beginning.
Ah shit. So who would you want to be on your, let's say, second song, third song, whatever? Like if you drop a couple singles, who would be your first feature you would think of?
For sure, for sure. Big man. All right. Your boy, Syx Lit, of
Oh my
course.
god. Exclude me, who else?
Exclude who else? Obviously, I want to get to know some very small artists we could, try to make some relationships with,
Yeah.
build some build some good relationships, solid foundations. Because if we don't stick together, who else will? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These underrated artists are the ones you're gonna have to push each other. If you don't push each other, then it ain't nothing gonna happen. So
Yeah.
we just gotta keep looking. We gotta make sure we pick the perfect people that are trying to work, and we'll make it happen.
Boom, y'all hear it here first. Keep it lit and legit podcast. He's gonna start real soon, y'all. So stay tuned for that, all right? Also, do you have any questions for me? Like, you got some or no?
Yes, sir. So
All right.
when it comes to music, all right, what in your opinion is the hardest part when making a song?
When you're not in a good headspace, I feel
All
like
right.
like I believe in, like what we talked about, if you ain't in a good headspace, your music ain't gonna hit. If you're in a bad headspace, your music's gonna hit a little bit 10 times more harder. Depends what you're rapping like and the beats like and if people can fit the criteria for it. You get what I'm saying? So definitely that. Definitely your emotions and more so like you have doubts and you'll feel like damn like my results are still like not showing or like basically you just feel like you ain't shit and it's like nah you are you just need to have that type of crowd to not feel like oh this nigga just keeps asking for compliments or he's fishing for more nah it's like some niggas really need to hear it again and again. Sometimes yes it can get annoying but at the same times it's just they need reassurance to feel like okay like I'm not fucking up. I know my niggas is gonna tell me for real. I know my family members gonna tell me for real. Like they ain't gonna lie to me. So it's just that honestly. Especially also on top of that answer, definitely having writer's block. That shit is fucking it's it's annoying, but it happens, you know?
Absolutely. You get to that one bar that you just don't know how to proceed to the next one.
Yeah.
I get you. And yeah, I got another question. So,
Okay, okay.
what what would you say? And we're talking specifically here. What projects would you say you took the most time with? As in, what song took the longest to write when including like your writer's block and all that?
Well, at the time I wasn't having that. Maybe I would have it one day and then it'll go away the next, or sometimes the same day. So honestly, all my songs are equally, the same amount. I would literally do a song every fucking day. That's why I would put out like stupid ass mixtapes just because I wanted people at the time when I wasn't really like I was coming up still, but I wasn't really finding my sound like today. You get what I'm saying? Like my music wouldn't hit as much as today. If you hear Syx Lit from like a couple years ago to now, it's so different, you know? But definitely no songs. I feel like all my songs were equally created the a right amount of minutes, and nothing was really hard, and it is what it is.
Now, for this next question, what would you say is next for Six Lit? What would you say is the next step in this beautiful road we call
Okay, okay.
being a musician or artist?
I just feel like I'm gonna keep blossoming up, and like continuing on with this podcast shit with you. Shout out to you, and like uh music wise, I just feel like I'm still gonna keep it p about it. Keep it pushing, and just whatever song I feel like I want to drop will drop. I'm more strict with my music now. I don't be sending my shit out like that. You know, I just really keep my music grounded, and nobody has it but me and my phone or my mom. But the more music now, so it's just more so. Yeah, I guess that.
Sick. Now, for this next question, all right, who's the artist you're looking forward to making a song with, and why is it me?
I want to work with you because I feel like I can see the potential in you, like I did in everybody else, but more so you're so more different, and we relate way more than I feel like I have with anybody in a long time, like long time, and I feel like I want to help you out, feeling comfortable again and getting out your body a little bit and feeling more motivated to do what you are made to do. Do you get what I'm saying? You think people at church are made to sing. Sometimes they don't sound good at all, but hey, they feel like they fit the criteria. Do you got to do? You'll get better. And, I just want to work with you because I feel like that, and can't wait to see what we bring to the table. Who knows? We might have an album. We can do a mixtape again, an EP, anything.
Sick, sick for sure. Y'all already heard. Y'all hear him here. All right, it's
Yep,
locked in.
yep.
No going back from here.
Okay. Nah, I ain't gonna switch up. Hell no. Y'all don't even
Yeah,
understand. It was so hard to find a partner to do keep it lit and legit with. And what I mean by it was so hard, I mean it wasn't. I didn't go around asking every fucking buddy, "Hey, you want to be my partner for a podcast?" No, I would just ask like, "Hey, are you interested in doing a podcast?" Because I wanted to flip the question to hear how they were gonna come at me with the answer. And most of the time it was negative, so I kind of it was like dead. Like honestly, my podcast did not get revived until now. It literally was like months, and I dropped that shit last year. Friendships and all that shit had to go. But now that I'm back on my shit, and people are tuning in more again, I feel so thankful, and I'm so happy we met. This shit's so cool.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And for me personally, it was a different part of my life where I'm stuck in like limbo,
Yeah.
trying to decide what's the road I want to take. Because a podcast has always been in my mind. I probably mentioned this earlier or in the last episode, but a podcast has always been on my mind. I've always wanted to speak, talk to people. I've always wanted to entertain, be
Mm-hmm.
someone that uh, puts a smile on everybody's face. It's
Yep.
always been there. So this is a great opportunity, and I'm taking it with two hands, and I'm very grateful to be here. As much as you say that, like obviously, you appreciate that I'm accepting this role. I am very appreciative of this opportunity.
See, that's why I love him, guys, because it's like, why can't people be like him, or why people can't be like me? Just understanding and just really being like, oh, I'm like, just be honest, bro. Like, if someone gives you an opportunity, just be like, like, oh, it's not for me. I want you to shine though. I would accept it and be like, damn, thank you. All right, cool. On to the next. And it's like, when a nigga that I was cool with still is, pretty soon you guys might get a episode with PewGP, me, Chris, or Pappy. Me, Pappy, and PewGP might get all on an episode, and he's a really really good artist too. He's from Illinois. He was locked up for like some time, and when we met, we've been cool like ever since, and we haven't talked at all. But I know he's doing good, and it's all love. But the thing is also, see, when I was talking to him, he was willing to do it. His problem is he had no laptop, no mic, nothing. You get what I mean? And honestly, shit like that happened for a reason on my end, like why we didn't really do it, because look at who I'm here with today, So I feel like if that did happen, I feel like I probably would have never met y'all on Fortnite. Like probably never.
Yeah,
So God did that for a reason, and thank you, God, so much for sending these people to me, and especially you too. So I mean, obviously, the fuck, but
yeah,
you
I
can
appreciate it.
you could just tell, like, I'm excited, and I love my partner, bruh. This nigga is solid. He's solid. He's dope as fuck. He's loyal as fuck, and he's a man of his word, and I fuck with that.
That's how I appreciate all the compliments. That's how I've always wanted to, you can say, portray myself, because
Yeah.
I feel like there's just not enough of it anymore. People that are just honest, brutally honest, real to each other. Everyone's just
Mhm.
fake to each other.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I think it's a beautiful thing to receive everything straight up. Even if
Yeah.
it's bad news, even if it's something you don't want to hear,
Mhm.
it's always good to receive the news straight up, so you could get ready to get over it as fast as you
Mhm.
can, instead of slowly hurting.
Yeah.
And
That's
same
so true.
thing goes to anyone is struggling with relationships, with people they want to keep close, but you see them slowly fading away sometimes, right? I'm not saying I'm a therapist or anything like that, but sometimes it is best to move on in certain situations.
Yeah, I agree 1000%. It is, why keep a rat or a op that you feel like is, gonna steady be talking shit behind your back, but can never say it to your face type of nigga in your circle still? Like, eliminate them. Fuck how they feel, because when they were talking shit about you, they didn't feel shit then, right? So it's kind of like, why give a fuck about cutting fake ass people off? Nah, people that are the problem never seem to see why they're the issue. It's always some fucking compulsive ass lying, or continuing to be like, oh, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. You know what you did, bro. Like, I hate niggas that are like that. It's like, bro, you know that you fucked up by talking shit about me. You couldn't let me know that you were real honest about it, and you felt that day you can say shit about me, but the day I'm confronting you the next day because I'm finding out shit from your people, you can't let me know, hey, it's true. Man, I would respect a nigga more if a nigga was like, "Yeah, I talk shit about you." And what? I mean, then it's up, I want to fight, but I mean, at least being honest, like, "Yeah, I said it, and I'm super sorry." Cool. All right, we can move on from it. It's never going to be the same though. Boom, you know? Like, people don't do that
Yeah,
nowadays at all.
honesty for y'all listening. All right, just remember, honesty is key in every relationship. All right, keep that in mind.
For sure, for
Boom.
sure. I mean, unless you're really trying to protect people's feelings, I mean, that's something else.
Now,
But
you know what? Hear me, right? Fuck feelings. When
yeah.
it comes to being real, you gotta keep it real. You gotta
Mhm.
keep it lit and legit. Ah, you heard that?
Hello? Yeah,
Oh,
okay. Okay, he
you
did
gotta
that, yeah.
keep it real.
Yeah, so is there any more questions you got? Like, what else do you feel like we haven't really talked about? I know we have a lot tomorrow. Like, not a lot, but average amount.
Yeah.
Um
All right. I got one more question for you.
All right,
All
what
right.
is it? What is it, Pappy?
All
What is
right.
it?
This question is for the fans hearing, and this is for all of y'all.
Okay,
Will there
okay.
be any music videos coming soon?
Mm. Mm. Who knows? Who knows? I can't give too many details, and I can't say there is or there isn't, but there is. And I just never
Mm,
released it. It's a really good popular song that you guys fuck with, that I noticed you guys fuck with. It's mainstreamed and all, but there's a music video to it. Who knows? Maybe I'll put it out, maybe not. If it's good enough. I tried, y'all, but it didn't work out, bro. I tried, bro. But I mean,
I see.
for any other song though, I don't know. Who knows? Can't give too many
Maybe
details.
who knows? Maybe once we start working together, we could make work something out.
Oh, oh, okay, okay.
Oh, y'all hear it? No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
No, you're
I'm
not
kidding.
fucking kidding. You is not kidding, bro. You're gonna be in the
No,
video
I'm
with me.
kidding. I'm kidding as in like, like I'm not trying to give out too much, you know what I mean?
Oh my god. Okay, guys. So, all right. I got a question for you. So, why would you want to work with me? Yeah. I'm gonna reverse it back. So, why would you
All
think
right.
Syx Lit is like a person that you would want to work with? Like, what is it about me that was like, I want to work with him? You know?
All right, sick. So if a lot of you probably didn't know, and even Six probably didn't know either, I've had multiple people, and like you can say some rappers that I knew, they weren't that big, you know, but I have had, some people talk to me and like, try to get me to do something, and I just didn't feel like it was the right time. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't feel like it. I don't think that their type of music and my type of like my what I would want to do was for me.
Yeah.
So I just didn't feel like it was. And getting to know you, through time made me realize, this is probably the opportunity I was waiting for because it's like I said, it was something that has always been on my mind. I've always been wanting to do it. It's something I've practiced by myself in my room. I've in the car driving to my day job. I always go, practice freestyle in the car,
Mm-hmm.
as I drive and shit. It's just something I've always wanted to do, and I can't pass up this opportunity to be able to work with Six, someone that I'm pretty similar to. We have similar views, we have similar opinions in a lot of things.
We
We
do.
mesh pretty decently.
Yeah.
I would say we're going very well with this podcast, and like I said, the perfect opportunity for me to show the world who I am. You know
And
what I
just
mean?
be out there, you know?
Yeah,
What else do you do? Like, if let's say you weren't doing this at all, we never met, what would you be doing right now? What are
sleeping.
your hobbies? Sleeping? That's
um,
real.
for me, honestly, it always came to. I've always been a sports person, so I would probably be trying to get back into playing soccer, as like a way to get into fitness again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would probably, I'd still be thinking of what I want to do with myself.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because like, yeah, like I believe this opportunity came at the right time. Um, to where I was still trying to realize what I wanted to do, and boom, your boy Six helped
Bro,
me find what I wanted to do.
I literally brought it out of him though. Like it was so crazy because normally with stubborn people, you're not stubborn, but normally with people that are stubborn, they don't want the help or they don't care about what they think or like they don't want help at all. They just selfish. And someone I feel like I could really help was like you, really, really, really for real. Like you took it in consideration, you ate it, you swallowed it, and you became a good, better person if that makes sense. You know, I feel like it made you so happy again to be like, oh my god, it sparked up again. You know, like that shit was cool. That was cool as fuck to hear and see. So like, thank you and thank yourself mostly. You know, it's your own mindset and it's the way you want to think of. You know, all right, Six told me this and we'll have a decision to make. Like, if I really want to still do it or I don't. You know, and either way, I would have respected it, but we talked about it and we made it happen.
Yeah.
So what type of person were you in high school, middle school? Like what type of a person were you?
Mm, I would like to say, probably high school, right? I was more athletic. I would play like I've said before. I would play soccer. I would Sports were my everything pretty much. And up until I you could say had an injury, and I would say that's a story for another time.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I was always, an athlete, I would say. Middle school, it was a bit more different. I had like from elementary to middle school, I was a bit more, I was like a troublemaker. At the same time, I was, more misunderstood, if it makes sense. You know,
Okay.
I did go through bullying at the time. Uh,
And what was your bullying experience like for you?
for me, it was more so to do with like, I guess just since growing up, my mom and my family would basically move from place to place very uh, quickly. We wouldn't stick to one house uh,
Mm-hmm.
for too long. So it would be hard to make, connections with people or make some friends. And it's since in school, in middle school, elementary, people already had, their friend group. It was, I would say, more easier to pick on the person that, just came in. And since I didn't fit in any group specifically because in the school that I went to was K to 6,
Okay.
and so it was more, once I transitioned instantly into 7th grade, it was a whole different, world. I didn't understand how middle school worked. I was lost half the time, so it was much harder for me to transition, into middle school life. But once high school came, I started getting the hang of everything, I was able to make a bit more connections with people, start finding myself. And
Yeah.
yeah, I would say high school was a bit more smoother situation than elementary and middle school.
So I know that from episode one, you mentioned that you were glad that, basically how our moms always used to discipline us, and we still keep that mindset. Um, so were you ever easily influenced at one point, like to do bad shit with your friends, or no?
Um, so I was very gullible as a little kid. I wouldn't, do too many bad things. Like I would never, touch drugs or, drink behind my mom's back or anything like that. But the things I would do is probably like misbehave at school. So if a kid told me, "Oh, what'd be really cool if you know, prank the teacher, for example," and me thinking, that it'll make me friends. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do it. I do it, I get in trouble, I get blamed, and so on and so forth. I just always used to believe everything everyone said. So it
Okay.
was
So you were
that's why I would
basically,
say
so you were kind of
I'm
like
sorry?
easy, so you were kind of like easily influenced by what people would tell you at the time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
from like you say elementary to middle school, it was very easy to influence me until I, really
Lost out of that
thought
shit.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's I need to pick my own road. I can't, try to make friends. Life ain't about
Mm-hmm.
making friends. It's about,
Yep.
making your own road and driving through it.
Mm-hmm. No, it's so true, it's just like it's even sucks too when you get even manipulated even by your own family members, It that shit too. It's just like fucking dumbass people. Like I hate manipulators, liars, and
Yeah. We got
so
we got many more episodes we could uh
talk about that shit. We should
talk
definitely
about
do.
everything.
We should definitely do, and I'm gonna keep this in. We should definitely do a episode talking about like our experiences with fake friends. I feel like that would be a good topic as well.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely talk about all of it.
All right, for sure. So I do know that you listen to Christian rap. Who do you feel like is a good example that you would put on to your friend if they weren't into like all these crazy ass cuss words and fuck me this and fuck you that, you know?
I would definitely recommend you say Christian rappers like Caleb Gordon, for example, someone I really look up to and hope one day, I could reach a high enough level to work with him.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend someone like KB. KB has some really good songs. Holvey for sure. Holvey is someone that has a very nice voice, yet he could also rap. And I
Okay.
love that in a person who, can sing and can rap. He's very versatile and I think it's a very it's a God given skill,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And
Mm.
yeah, those are a few that I recommend.
Okay, okay, okay. So, who is someone that you would like currently, right now, listening to this? Who would you like to give a shout out to?
I would definitely give a shout out to all of my family, all of my friends, very close friends. I would definitely give a shout out to my mom, especially my mom, who's always been there for me. Through thick and thin, she's always been by my side. My mom is great. My girlfriend, obviously, my girlfriend, another person that is always by my side. I really appreciate her, and this is like I've said before. It's only the beginning of our relationship here on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to achieve in life, and I don't know if she's actually hearing this, but prepare for a long life with me.
Aw. Well, shout out to Mama Poppy and Mrs. Poppy.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
them, and I want to shout out my mom, Viciosa, the queen of the Leos. I love you, mom, and I love you, little sis. I love you, dad, too. The best example of what a real father should be. So shout out to you. And yeah, guys, this is a wrap. This is so far of the episode. It may be short, it may not. Let me know what you guys
Yeah.
would like to see. Comment, and make sure to follow us on Instagram. I
And
put the shit
and
in the
also one more
description.
thing,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
One more thing, and shout out you guys too.
Shout out you
Because
guys. Shout out Lit Gang. Shout out
for
fucking Lit
sure,
Gang. Thank you.
all of you.
Like that's so real. Like that's real shit. Like shout out to them. Because of you guys, I'm able to do this shit and provide for you guys with good content and also music, especially music. Because of you guys, I was able to make my quality sound more better and how I used to have it back in the day. So thank you guys for tuning in. And this is your boy, Syx Lit, aka Big Lit Six in this bitch. And you know how we got lit. So there you go. And Young Lil Pappy.
Yes, sir. That's how you'll find me. Just Young Lil Pappy on everything, and yeah, you'll find me.
Now you guys heard that, and thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys every Monday or maybe Sunday. Who knows? No te crees. Just kidding. All right, bye, y'all.